Most likely, you have all heard the phrase, all means are good in war. And the current military crisis in Eastern Europe has once again confirmed the full significance of this phrase. Since Friday last week, horrifying footage of a Soviet tank T54 appeared on the network, which destroyed the entire stronghold of the Ukrainian army in the blast. Moreover, this is not the only such case. Witnesses claim that the Russians have started using terrifying tactics against the armed forces of Ukraine. The Russians began to convert all captured heavy equipment, turning them into real kamikaze tanks, working on remote control. According to Pentagon officials, this is indeed a pretty terrifying and effective tactic. In this way, the Russians easily break through even the seemingly most powerful fortified areas of the Ukrainian army. According to preliminary data, the T54 tank belonged to the Ukrainian army and fell into the hands of the Russians as a trophy during the fighting near Mariinka. Later, the Russians installed more than 7 tons of explosives in the tank, and using a remote control sent this tank towards the fortified area of the Ukrainian army in the Mariinka direction. Unsuspecting Ukrainian soldiers began firing at the tank with a portable anti-tank missile system. As a result, it provoked a powerful explosion that destroyed all life within a radius of several hundred meters. This explosion literally wiped out the fortified area belonging to the Ukrainian army. A similar case occurred in the Avdiivka direction. The Russians installed about 10 tons of explosives and a Fab 500 high-explosive aerial bomb in an infantry fighting vehicle. And with the help of remote control, they sent this powerful combustible mixture toward the fortified area of the Ukrainian troops. The result of this operation also turned out to be deplorable for Ukrainian soldiers. As a result of the explosion, not only all the heavy equipment of this fortified area, but also the manpower was destroyed. The Russians are increasingly beginning to use kamikaze tanks in different parts of the front. For these purposes, not only captured heavy equipment is used, but also old Soviet tanks and infantry fighting vehicles that were reactivated in warehouses of the Russian army. Experts admit that neither NATO nor the Ukrainian command has a clear counteraction to the new tactics of the Russians. Moreover, the West recognized that not only Ukraine, but even NATO countries cannot afford to use heavy military equipment in the role of kamikaze tanks, since they do not have such large reserves of old heavy equipment as Russia. What other surprises are the Russians preparing? And how will the new tactics affect the course of hostilities? It looks like the Pentagon and NATO would give a lot to get answers to these questions.